We're not drug addicts, I swear. Hey, we're Bo, and you're watching Beatbites. Call on my name. I'm waiting for the day.
We went to the same school our whole life. We kind of like knew each other, but we never talked.
But our moms introduced us. They were friends, and they met in the dog park. Yay, dogs.
Heather grew up with a poodle, like a tiny poodle. I'm very cuddly.
I'm like not a hugger.
So I used to call her Stiff Poodle, which is like really mean in retrospect. We were very different. We're still very different.
Very different.
I think my favorite line in Captivated is, I fall to pick you up. I was trying so hard to like save a dying relationship, like falling all over the place and just, it's like trying to pick something up that you just can't pick up, it's too heavy.
Our craziest story.
When we were about 16 in New York, there was like this swimming pool. We'd sneak into it at night and like climb this really tall fence. I look at it now and I'm like, how did we do that? But we kind of would drink there and hang out with other friends. A police car like came rolling by and like stopped. They got out of the car. We were like, oh no. We jumped in the pool, like all three of us, and just hid in the pool for like as long as we could and like stuck our head up like really slowly to like see.
Our sophomore album is going to be about keeping everything sort of together while you're surrounded by chaos, I guess. I mean, that's like dramatic. The MTA subway system. Represent A-Train. Bed-Stuy, West 4th Street.
That's where I grew up, West 4th Street. Got evicted. Like, we literally got evicted because Heather and I partied too much on the roof. Vaporwave is totally underrated. Do you even know what Vaporwave is? You don't know, right? Do you know? You know what Vaporwave is.
Is it
I love Vaporwave.
a music genre?
Yeah. If our sound was an art piece, it'd be an old master. Like an old Dutch master.
Maybe surreal.
I think that Kid A by Radiohead and Maggot Brain by Funkadelic are the best records ever. I never want to go on a trip without my vibrator.
I never want a trip without...
Want to go on a trip.
Oh. We're not drug addicts, I swear. I was going to say I never want a trip without like a good loaf of bread because it can really calm down the trip.
I remember that loaf of bread in Joshua Tree.
And we found ourselves in this abandoned motel that was like Christmas themed and kind of David Lynchian. We took chocolate mushrooms, had like the wildest trip ever.
I started seeing her as a pterodactyl, like Transformer.
But it was also one of the most beautiful experiences.
Heather was throwing up and thinking she was gonna die.
Artist on my radar currently, I guess it's on Bo's radar, is Dora Jar.
I don't even know who that is. But cool, I'm gonna listen to her.